This is supposed to be day one of a spring 2025 Appalachian Trail section hike. I'm at Around the Bend Hostel. This is the view from out back. Cool little sitting area. Rhododendrons blooming. Beautiful, really cool place. I'll have a couple of hikers hiking with me. They'll probably leave me in the dust, but they're young guys, young guy and girl. But we're gonna sit and wait out this little misting rain that's happening, and then strike out here in an hour or two. I'll show you a little bit more of this place. Here's the inside of the hostel. Common area. Got a fire going this morning. Grateful Dead on the stereo. Just had breakfast, and a lot of the hikers have set off, already headed out for their hikes, and we're just chilling, waiting on the little bit of weather to pass. Here's my bunk that I slept in last night. Had this little room all to myself. It's kind of funky in here. All right, this is the Plum Orchard Gap Shelter. Pretty surprised to see that it's got some bear cables and a bear box, which is unusual for Georgia. And there's the shelter. Just met a nice German woman and her dog that will be in camp tonight. And I'm just stopping in to have some lunch, go to the privy and use the bathroom. There's the privy off in the woods there, but it's a cool little shelter. And I haven't filmed much just because the weather's dreary. It's beautiful green emerald forest, and it's quite cool. But not any views so far, so I got a big long climb this afternoon. And about 7.5 miles still left to go. We didn't start until 10. So it's about 1:15 right now. It's a long afternoon, but hopefully be all right. Check in later. Appalachian Trail southbound. And I've just arrived at what for most through hikers is their first big milestone on a through hike, the first border crossing. That's the AT northbound, and I have just stepped into North Carolina from Georgia. It's not the same for me since I've hopped and skipped all up and down the trail, but I am glad to come to this spot. I got about 3 more grueling miles to go, and I'm telling you, my goose will be cooked. Well, this is camp for the night. I made it exactly 1/10 of a mile past the North Carolina-Georgia border crossing and decided that was as far as I was going to go, so I didn't make the extra 3 miles. I got 9 in today and a good bit of climbing. Just had supper. There was a 1,000-foot climb coming from here to the end of where I was supposed to go today, and I just did not have that in me, so I've got an extra climb tomorrow up to, it's either Cout House, Bald, or Sharp Top. There's a tent way up there. It's hard to see, but other folks camped out in this misty, damp, chilly weather. It has not rained too much at all. but it's been overcast and misty like this most of the day, and especially since about 3 hours ago. So I'm going to bed and hope that an early start will help me out tomorrow, even though I'm going to end up with a little more climbing tomorrow than I was scheduled to do. But that's just how the cookie crumbles. So signing off, I just kind of wanted to show how eerie and creepy but yet still beautiful the woods look. Talk to you tomorrow. That is Standing Indian Mountain. The next objective of the day, 5,400 feet. Taking a break before I go up. Just came off of that mountain right there and down into Deep Gap, which is right down there, and are on the lower flanks of Standing Indian, going up. Don't want to fall off the mountain right here. Unreal. All right, that's a pretty cool view. I'm almost positive. In the foreground, Seiler Bald, and then in the back, that is the tower. It's not a fire tower, it's a concrete or stone structure. That is on the top of Wyabald. That was the last day of my hike last year.